What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have really amazing news. First of all, I will show you that we will have a major update from Daniel Oxer in regards to his path to the resolution. And I have to admit that he has been quiet for, I guess, several months. And for now, guys, he made an update. And I have to admit that in the private messages that I had with Daniel back in January and February of this year, I have to say that he should disclose some major updates, and this will definitely be a bombshell. Then I will remind you about this statement that was made by Next Bridge Hydrocarbons and Greg McCabe himself in regards to the short position and 2.5 million shares shorted that was stated by FINRA. And I will show you that he made another statement in regards to the extremely high level of short positions on MMTLP, but he didn't disclose the exact number. On top of that, guys, I will show you quite interesting update from one of the community members in regards to the U3 Halt Committee. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now, guys, I have 3 tiers. It is Discord access tier, Safe Haven and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these 2 tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that, guys, for the members of this tier, I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG, here is JD, RKLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So, and let's continue with this news. I have to admit that Daniel published this tweet just 20 hours ago, and his previous tweet, guys, was published about a month ago. And this is, in my opinion, very important, let's say, tip, because he wrote this: "The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid." And back in the days, somewhere in February, I talked to Daniel, and he told me that he will not disclose any information without substantial news and without substantial success that he achieved in his processes. And guys, let me remind you that he filed a lawsuit back in December. Take a look right here. Wait a second. Here is the Pace Monitor case, Pace Monitor website, and here is the case of Daniel Oxer versus Securities and Exchange Commission. This case was filed on December the 6th of last year. It is an active case, and the most recent update, the most recent filing was made on March 14th, and it is a wait a second. Text order granting plaintiff's motion to extend time to effect service. It is ordered that plaintiff's motion to extend time to effect service is granted. And previously on March 13, Daniel wrote this motion for extension of time. He filed this motion to serve some months, and definitely for now I think he has some results, and within next several days I believe he will disclose this information as well. On top of that, guys, let me remind you that he wrote a petition, an open letter that was signed for now by 563 members, by 563 people. And just a couple of days ago it was 562 people. This means another person signed this petition within last couple of days. I have to admit that if you want to support him, you can and you have to read this entire petition by yourself, because for some people it is not acceptable, because in this petition Daniel is pointing to the C-level executives of NextBridge Hydrocarbons as well. And guys, I have to admit that in my opinion it doesn't matter who is and who was the wrongdoer in this saga. The most important thing is that we have to find these wrongdoers, and we have to make them accountable for that actions. So, and let's take a look at another news. Just yesterday, Scott wrote this in response to the tweet that was written by Costas. And Costas wrote this: recent option is forgetting the fact that the FINRA UPC committee, made up of brokers like Fidelity, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade and TradeStation, colluded together to halt the last 2 days of settlement-only trading, as per the SEC, approved as one, to protect their mother entity pocket books. However unlikely, getting 2 days of trading back and those too late to cancel orders should be starting point of any negotiations, or pay me enough to not continue the fight for what was taken from me. Simple. And he added several screenshots, and here is the screenshot of John Burda's tweet that he published back in 2023, and Scott responded to this. John Burda wrote: likely they were seeing the level 2s showing only 5 million shares up to $4,000 on the offer side. No way they could cover and not cost billions. And Scott wrote to him: TD Ameritrade just told me 4:57 p.m. Eastern Time conversation with Ron Fleming that FINRA halted MMTLP when dark pool trades had hit 100x normal value, and they nuked it with the U3 because the share price bore no resemblance to that actual value. And Scott also responded to this tweet. He wrote this: TD Ameritrade admitted they made the call for the U3 halt. And guys, let me remind you that Scott mentioned this fact in his litigation, in his lawsuit, and for now we don't have the answer from the judge in regards to this statement, but definitely his process is still ongoing, and we are awaiting for the result from the judge in regards to the writ of mandamus that was filed by Scott Trott, and that asks for 2 additional days of trading, position close only. So let me show you another quite interesting update. Just yesterday I showed you that Jennifer Vetrana, she wasn't so satisfied about the lawyer, about an attorney who was hired by Scott Trott in regards to defend him in the case Wes Christian versus Scott Trott. And right now, just 13 hours ago, she wrote this: in response to the tweet that I covered yesterday. She wrote, "When certain people doubt that others should be in court, it doesn't take much for people to sit on spaces for hours a day and judge while others fight for what they believe." And yes, guys, you can argue with this statement, but in general, it is 100% correct. This statement is 100% correct. You can do whatever you want, but if you want to see some kind of results, you have to fire all the cannons. And from our perspective, from my personal perspective, I think the most powerful tool and the most powerful way how we can solve this problem is through litigation processes. And both of these people, Scott Roth and Jennifer Vetrano, are in litigation processes that are active and that are still demanding some information from the potential wrongdoers. And that is why, guys, we have to wait for the results from their side of the battle. So let me show you another quite interesting update that was reposted by Due Diligence, and this tweet was written by Wild Red. It is basically a reminder of the, let's say, one of the latest PR statements from NextBridge Hydrocarbons. And let me quote to this. MMTLP. NextBridge CEO Greg McCabe states in a press release below that they have obtained the services of Wes Christian law firm due to ongoing harassment, conspiracy, tortious interference, obstruction of justice, and violations of the Administration Procedures Act. As stated in prior press releases, the company has become aware of shareholder ledger imbalances at several brokerage firms, totaling amounts exceeding the aggregate 2.65 million share short interest position in MMTLP stated publicly by FINRA. The company wishes to reiterate that after more than 2 years, we have yet to uncover the full magnitude of these imbalances. This is in spite of multiple attempts to recruit assistance from overseeing regulators. NextBridge Hydrocarbons currently has business interests in Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. And guys, here is the PR statement itself. It was written on February 18th of this year. And here is the statement, wait a second, that Christian at our firm and Wes Christian himself was hired in order to protect NextBridge Hydrocarbons. On top of that, here is the most important statement. As stated in prior press releases, the company has become aware of shareholder ledger imbalances at several brokerage firms, total amounts exceeding the aggregate 2.65 million share short interest position in MMTLP stated publicly by FINRA. And guys, this means Greg McCabe and NextBridge Hydrocarbons as an entity restated that they have the information of the much higher number than 2.65 million shares shorted of MMTLP that was made by FINRA. And unfortunately, guys, we still don't have the exact answer how many short positions, according to NextBridge Hydrocarbons itself, is there in MMTLP, in the NextBridge Hydrocarbons stock. And definitely, this is one of the most important questions, because from this point, we might push our case forward extremely hard, because if we know who opened short positions that is still uncovered back in 2022, in this case we can assume that these companies, these broker dealers, might be responsible for their actions. And this means, guys, they have to be accountable for the actions that potentially was the reason of the U3 halt. And that is why, guys, we can ask these broker dealers, because they don't have total immunity like FINRA has. And that is why the crucial part of our today's investigation and our today's position is that we have to know the number of short positions that was opened on NextBridge Hydrocarbons. Unfortunately, we still don't have it, and that is why, guys, for example, Scott Roth and Jennifer Vetrano and 1209 team are pointing to this issue. And even Daniel Oxer also mentioned about this so-called discrepancy in his lawsuit. That is why, guys, just be patient, and we will definitely find it out. So, and for now, let's take a look at this tweet that was written by RareDD just several hours ago. And he wrote this. FINRA is entirely funded by their member firms, paying membership fees and small fines. The UPC committee at FINRA that U3 halted MMTLP was composed of members that represented firms with liabilities in MMTLP. U3 halting MMTLP protected the FINRA member firms represented in the UPC committee and any other member firms that stood to lose if forced liquidations took place as planned. Does it make more sense than that FINRA would protect the multiple firms that keep their hefty salaries paid, or hypothetical investors that wouldn't even have been able to open new positions in MMTLP after December the 8th? He also added this. Then most of the members of UPC committee just left. Why? And he refers to the tweet that was written on October 19th of last year by guess who. And he also added this just 3 hours ago. Why did so many UPC committee members leave? One, both MMTLP corporate actions stated that positions needed to be settled by December the 12th and that purchases after December the 8th wouldn't be entitled to the distribution. But FINRA and the UPC committee want you to believe that they only discovered that they needed to protect investors from opening new positions directly before December the 9th trading day began. It is a lie. Also, this post, and he refers to his own tweet, explains how the UPC committee misled everyone with their halt notice. So guys, I have to admit that yes, we still have a lot of undisclosed actions from FINRA. Basically not undisclosed, but we know that they did it back in the days, but they didn't explain why. Why did they do it? And definitely, guys, we still have a lot of unanswered questions and we have to find these answers one way or another. And that is why we are here.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.